I have long argued that React is a cancer to the entire tech industry and should never have been created. And yesterday, someone on X almost made me concede that there are certain use cases where React was necessary. And at first I went along with it. And then because I could see scenarios, just like AI, there are certain use cases that AI is good at. But then I was in the middle of a deep dive on what I'm about to show, and I have since, in the last, say, almost 24 hours, changed my mind entirely, going right back to React should never have been created. React is the most, but not the only, egregious offense to the entire tech industry. What happened is that the web made it really, really easy for people to enter into the programming field and do absolutely ridiculously stupid things, and then ship it through one of the most easy to use distribution models, which then perpetuated all of these stupid paradigms continually being used and expanded upon. And as a result of that, we have people who are taking those same principles and applying it to everything else besides web, in places it should never exist. And it's all catered around developers' subjective experience, making them feel good, making them productive, ship it bros, yada, 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 abstract away so you don't have to think. Don't be reinventing the wheel. What are you going to do? Create a bespoke custom thing that you have to manage yourself with a bunch of spaghetti code and et cetera, and so costly and so time consuming and all of that. And what has happened? What's happened is that products have become more expensive. Consumers are less happy with them. There's more bloat. They crash more often. They're more buggy. Video games are getting worse. Code generation in general is getting worse. AI, worse. AI is just a packaged up version of this. Everything is getting worse in tech. Just about everything. And on top of that, people don't even know how to build something good anymore. They don't even know what it takes to move away from the junk that we've basically laid at our feet and forced everyone to purchase and consume. The ultimate end game, I'm about to put it on screen. What on God's green earth is React doing inside of your Windows start menu? Why do you need a web framework and then injected into one of the most core portions of an operating system? One of the responses I got when I posted this on X, yeah, but the web is the biggest distribution platform in the world, insinuating that by removing React, you would remove that distribution problem. Doesn't even engage with the argument. Another response on X when I posted this yesterday was, bad programmers can use good tools. Bad. So let me get this straight. You think that this web framework belongs in a core part of the operating system? And what does a distribution platform have to do with any of that? And if you're going to make the argument that there are bad programmers who use good tools incorrectly, then why all of a sudden can I not argue back bad programmers can write their own bespoke tools incorrectly? But that's not okay. The argument doesn't make any sense. It's logically inconsistent. But that's the kind of low-tier, non-objective thinking that we have in this industry. And some of these people lead entire companies with tens, if not hundreds of people, and shape the way that the tech industry moves. These arguments are not logically consistent. So, of course, I wanted to find out more information. Right? I wanted to find out more information. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? It's going to be a little bit of a slow burn as we end the stream here. You guys ready? Who's ready? And you know what? You don't even have to be a programmer. If there's anybody watching out there, whether you're YouTube or wherever you are, Kick, X, whatever. Custom is a better word in my opinion. You don't have to be a programmer to understand what's going on here. I'm explaining it to you. This is why you're paying more money for your games, your software, your websites, all of it, and you're getting very little back comparatively to even 5 years ago. This is why companies need to charge you subscription fees. This is why companies need to push ads on you. This is why they need to sell your data, because they no longer know how to make quality products anymore, because they do absolutely asinine things like this. And the programmers who are viewing, which are compose most of my viewers, understand exactly why this is an absolutely ridiculous use of React. Let's dig in a little deeper, shall we? Because if I had to go through this pain, then I most certainly am dragging all of you through it with me, okay? I need more maple syrup. Hang on. Yeah, Spike, it's not a ridiculous use. It allows us to hire from a larger pool of engineers. Yes, engineers who do not even understand how Windows works under the hood. They only know how to operate within the paradigms of React, or the paradigm that they're in. And so when it comes time to actually fix something in Windows, they're going to go, I don't know how to fix this because React isn't doing the things that we want it to be doing. Microsoft makes another pitch for React Native in confusing world of Windows desktop development. It's encouraging developers to use React Native for Windows development despite its investment in other approaches using C# or C++. Now guess what? Right in paragraph 2, things get worse. Software engineer Chiara Mooney has posted about how the Office team uses React Native. Yep. Today, Office is mostly built with C++ and React Native. Plot thickens like maple syrup in my veins. A virtualized list sample in React Native for Windows, part of a gallery obtainable via the Windows Store. Sorry, Mooney, not Microsoft. Mooney identifies 3 key advantages for React Native. First, developers can share skills between web and desktop versions of the application by using JavaScript or perhaps TypeScript, though Mooney does not mention it. Second, React Native enables cross-platform applications that use controls native to the operating system. And third, a feature which Mooney calls content islands allow React Native components to be embedded into existing Windows applications, something which Office takes advantage of. Just to continue proving the point, how Office is modernizing their App Suites UI using Windows App SDK and React Native. No, I don't want to take your damn survey. So they have an entire Windows app ecosystem. You can see it here in these nice little boxes. We have nice little colored boxes, yeah. They have the WinApp SDK. You've got WinUI, C++, WPF, C#, and now you have React Native for Windows. Yeah. Oh, the plot thickens. I just want you to soak that in, what Microsoft is investing in terms of web-based technologies that run in your operating system. Just soak that in. Soak it in. I think I'm talking too loud, Laugh. I think I increased my voice because I'm getting upset. I think that's why it's clippy, Laugh. When I talk normally like this, it's probably less clippy, right? I'm getting a little upset. Okay, I'm gonna calm down, right? I'm gonna have some more of my maple syrup. Here you go. This is what Microsoft wants to do more. Let's keep going. Here is the React Native Gallery app, and so you can see all the elements that they're using React Native, or that they can. Okay, it's just a demonstration that they can. It's not that that this is what they're doing. They're just showing that they can. And then they wanted to modernize Office using React Native so that it can be cross-platform, so that you can run Office on multiple different platforms. And the ribbon interface. How many people have complained and absolutely hate the ribbon interface? Guess what? Now, it's not over. I know you think it's over. and you want me to end the suffering, it shall not be so. They have an entire Learn Microsoft page. They are fully in. They're all the way in, and they're not pulling out. Full pregnancy will be here. And Spike on Twitch brings up a point that I'm alluding to without explicitly saying it, which is this kind of idiocy. The people who use this cancerous, moronic system that is absolutely ridiculously stupid in the name of developer experience, ship it fast, it makes money, what about teams of 100 people, what about distribution, what about? All of these are coping mechanisms to deal with the fact that we have created an absolutely stupid and idiotic framework that has opened the door to many other stupid and idiotic paradigms. And I warned last year that this was going to start infecting more than just the web. And then we had React Server Components come out shortly after that. And then I warned that it was only going to get worse. And now we have this. You can see that this is from, it's either mid 2024 or late 2024. So the timing is about right. And I have made the prediction that pretty soon you're going to have AI integrated right into React. That has also come true. I have an X post somewhere. I should have thought to bring it up, but I have an X post where I put a link to literally that. You generate React interfaces with AI integration built in. And I said it was going to happen by 2026. I put that on X. It's on there. It's free to see. All of these predictions are coming true because the whole point of what I'm saying is that this is where it leads. I've seen this before, and that's why I can make the predictions that I do, because it's just a repeated cycle of the same thing. You cater to people who are willing to give up their thinking powers for outsourcing it to a third party who tells them, don't worry about it. We've got you, bro. Just use this thing. It will solve all your problems for you. All you have to do is ship. And that necessarily always leads to certain outcomes, which I can predict because I've seen them before. It's just pattern recognition. Cult pattern recognition. React is a cult.